something and you want to put in the chat in a well-detailed way what you learned, I would love it. If you would like to send me a personal detailed testimony of these 3 days, I will tell you thank you. Of course, if you do a 1 minute video of what it was like here, I will dance. I'll be grateful. So what are we saying? Give us feedback. Let us know the things you learned from the webinar. What was the high point of the webinar? You can put it in the chat here. I read it. I will love it. You can send it as a message. I will love it. You can do it as video. It would also help, because in a world where people are giving less services, or they are hiding something, they are not being truthful, I'll always say, when you see an organization that is trying to be open and straightforward, you should, at least the same way we would have used to talk about them, you should use it and say, these people, I went to their free class and I learned a lot. So let's dive into today. Now, we've talked about, of course, we've been talking consistently about beyond the rejection email. So we've said that the problem is not the rejection email, it's not the end, it is just an information. So if you've gotten a rejection email before, it's just an information that has been sent to you stating these are things they need you to do. So the question is, what do you do with that rejection email that you have gotten? There is a difference between applying and applying strategically. By now you should know that there's a whole world of difference between applying and applying strategically. So the purpose, not to promise admission, but to help you understand and control what you actually can control. So what can you not control, and what can we at More Research cannot also control for you, which is the university admission decision, the scholarship committee funding decision. We don't have that control. I don't have control over that. No. Faculty availability, I don't have control over it. You don't have control over that. Competition from other applicants, I don't have control over it. You don't have control over it. But what do you have control over is where you apply. You have control over that. Whether you are eligible, you have control over that. How well you understand the program, you have control over that. How you present your experience, you have control over that. How your documents communicate your strengths, you have control over that. How your research direction fits with the opportunity, you have control over that. Whether your application is complete and submitted correctly, you have control over that. How strategically you build your portfolio, you have control over that. Hi Annabelle, you have control over that. How prepared you are for interview, you have control over that. I have control over that. So these are the things that I have control over, which is also things that you also have control over. Let me go to the next. I'm sorry.
My here. So
Now, one of the things you should understand, a lot of persons come, they want to work with us at More Research. One of the things you should understand, treat your application. Going to or wanting to study abroad on a fully funded scholarship is a project, and you should treat it as such. It's a project and you should treat it as such. Many applicants think applying means find a university, fill a form, upload documents, submit and wait. No. A competitive application is much more complicated, and it is closer to a project. It's a project. So if you're coming in to do scholarship, don't do it as one of those make a test them whether they be real or not. No, it is a project that you're coming in. And what are you actually paying for? Because one of the things people come in to us at More Research and ask a lot of questions. Today we're going to be talking about how More Research can work for you, how More Research can work with you, and how we can partner with you as well. So when somebody pays for a professional application support, which is what you are paying us for, you are paying us for a professional application support. They are not paying, you are not paying us to press submit. So when you ask what are you paying for, you're paying us 55, 40, 50 something thousand, 60 something thousand, 28,000, 19,000, depending on the services that you're paying for. They are paying for work. You are paying us to do the job that you would have done. But we are doing this job in a systematical, professional, and strategical way. You could as well gone to look for a scholarship, send your documents the way it is, not reviewed, not adjusted, not anything, and submit it. You could as well do that, yes. But now there are people that you're paid for. And one of the things I always tell is that this is like going to compete for an Olympics. Study scholarship is like competing for an Olympics. That's the truth. And when your child, or when you, for example, you're an athlete that want to go and compete for an Olympics, you get a professional Olympics specific coach to coach, give you the chances higher, to tell you this coach trained people, and the people he has trained have higher chances of winning gold, silver, or bronze in Olympics. Now, you are not going to pay that coach to say, coach, because I have paid you, I must win Olympics. No, you're paying for a performed, systematic, professional, and strategic working for you, the actual work, which is one of the things we tell people. We are very open and sincere with people about the things that people are paying for. So, what are you paying for? Understand the opportunity and interpret the requirements. Number two, you're paying me to identify gaps and develop an application strategy. Number three, you're paying me to organize your evidence and improve your documents. Number four, you're paying me to position your experiences appropriately. For the past 2 days, I've taught you about experiences. I've taught you about the experiences that are relevant. I've taught about from my wealth of knowledge. Those are the things you're paying me to do for you. Number five, to avoid preventable mistakes and track deadlines. Number six, to complete the process systematically. The value of that your 19,000, which is less than $20, is the work performed, not in the promise of a particular scholarship. I always tell people I am building a company that God will be proud of, that I will be proud of, and that I will sleep at night. You understand? So you are paying to increase our ability to give you a scholarship. That's what you're doing. We have this percentage success rate. We have done it for people. You've seen some of the things we posted on our pages, on our WhatsApp. So those are the things we are telling you that your coming in is going to improve. So what are we doing for you? We are researching for you the right scholarship for you. You understand? We are checking your eligibility. We are building the right strategy for you. Because like I said, if you're in my training, I will tell you this particular type of scholarship, don't apply for it. Your profile will not give you. That scholarship, apply for it. Your profile will give you. You're paying for positioning, documentation, professional support addresses each stage systematically. You could as well be the one to go and read all the supervisors' work on their pages and look for the supervisor that is aligned with you. You've paid us to go and look for a supervisor that is in alignment with your research interest. Right? You could as well have sat down and written your SOPs. You've paid us for it. So let's move to the next thing. Today is clarity to answer most of the questions. So what are you paying us? Number one, the first thing you do when you pay, we do what we call profile and application audits, which is a professional assessment of your current profile against the requirements and expectations of your target opportunity. That's the first thing that we do when you come. You receive a clear portfolio assessment and improvement roadmap, where you are strong, where you are weak, and what needs to improve before you apply. If you're in my training from the first cohort, you will know. If you have been in the training, please answer yes or no. Did I do that for you people? Yes. I will tell you that, see, oh, this thing will not get you. This, go and, these are the courses you should take. These are the program you should take. These are one or two things you should do. We check your audit. We check genuinely you're ready or you're not ready. Spend some time taking these courses online, doing this project. If you've been on my training, please, you can put it in the comment section, in the chat section. That's what I do. Number two, you're going to get university and program matching. These ones like this are added value for just being part of us, for paying for us to do an application for you. We already do this for you. And then we now start looking for the university for you. Instead of applying simply because you have heard of a university, we help you identify programs that align with your academic background, research interests, career, and receive a structured shortlist of appropriate opportunities and the reasoning behind the selection. So we do that. Number three, you get the application strategy, which is where do you apply, where do you get competition, where are you more likely to get these things. So those are the things that you're paying for just being part of us, which of course this is a lot. Number two, when you pay us, we do an academic CV development, which is we help transform your CV from a record of activities into a document that communicates relevant evidences. If you're joining to pay for any of our programs this season, there's a complete free CV development for you. We work on structure, positioning, relevant experience, research, project achievement. We do not invent achievement or qualification. We help present legitimate experience. And therefore, everybody that has been with me that is on this particular call today, if you don't have a professional CV, you can send in your CV for it to be done from us completely free of charge. That is our gift to everybody that is on this call. And for those that have been with me for 2 days, for 3 days, there's something else we are going to give at the end. So you can send in your CV. We will send you the email that you send in the CV to, and your CV, we will check your CV. They will check the CV and tell you, oh, this CV you can apply for scholarship, this CV you should not apply for scholarship, you should do like this, you should do like that. And also everybody on this call gets a free CV. Number two, we do statement of purpose and personal statement support. We help you develop, you're welcome Juliet, you're welcome Martha. We help you develop a coherent, thank you Timothy, thank you so much, a coherent actual experience, goals, and program fits. All the fits, those stories you're giving of, oh, my father was sick, that's why I'm now doing no, no, no. So we are going to take attendance by the end of the call for those that are available, so that we compare it with the number of emails you're sending to us. So you send us your current CV, we'll send you a new CV you should be using. Yeah, so we'll take those attendance. I believe the business manager is on the call. So this program includes prompt analysis, story development, structure, evidence selection, positioning, editing, clarity, and final review. Your work, we walk through why this field, why this program, what have you done, what have you learned, what program interests you, your future goals, and what will contribute, your real experiences. So this is a part of, it is a service that we give, and if you want this service, it's actually 25,999. But for everybody that paid for This it was actually 48 hours promo, but we are extending it to today because somebody said, madam, if the training is for 3 days, the promo should be for 3 days. So if you've paid already yesterday for any of our services, you paid for us to apply for you, this service is going to be done for you for free. So once it comes to that time, let them know that you paid during the promo and you get a free statement, personal statement written for you, a free statement of purpose written for you. You don't have to make an extra payment for this. So if you've been on this call and you're paid or you want to pay, so if you paid day before yesterday for any of our services, or you paid yesterday for any of our services, you are getting a full CV academic CV developed for you from scratch. And you will see the kind of CVs we develop, because one of the things we do in our CVs development is whatever that you ought to have had, we add it there as if you've gotten it, and we tell you to go and get it. So we do that. So if you pay for our service, of course, you're getting a free CV, academic CV developed, and also a statement of purpose as well, completely. So for you, so either you've paid yesterday, you paid the day before yesterday, or you want to pay today for any of our service, you won't need to pay for these things I'm calling. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is research proposal development, and a lot of persons make a huge mistakes in this research proposal because they are using ChatGPT written research proposals, outdated research proposals with no theoretical framework, no conceptual framework, no, the methodology is AI written methodologies, or methodologies that is not in coherence with what the kind of research they want to do. So for example, the research is looking for qualitative data collection mechanisms, and they are looking at they are using quantitative, or they are using mixed them. A whole lot is not done properly, or the research proposal is not written well. So we help in research proposal development, which is particularly relevant for masters by research, PhD, and research intensive program. So if you're going for PhD, they will ask, most masters program won't ask, but if you're going for PhD, you will need a research proposal as well. No, there's no promo for research proposal. But if you're coming in, if you bought the five, like you paid for five of them, I saw about 3 persons or 4 persons paid for that yesterday. If you paid for five of that, of the um the five promo, your research proposal written by me will be added to you as well, part of the things we're giving. But if you paid for one, you don't have access to research proposal, so we'll try to develop. But if you want only research proposal, it's just 25,099. Our prices are quite affordable because we want to give everybody an opportunity. And the next thing is the supervisor matching, supervisor emailing, and all that. So some programs will need you to get a supervisor. Some programs will not need you to get a supervisor. You understand? So particularly again relevant for masters in research. If you're going for masters in funding, especially in Canada, you need supervisor. Finland, you need supervisor. You understand? So you must know, if you're going for masters in research in UK right now, they will ask you for you to get a supervisor that is willing to supervise you. So we have the supervisor there, because what do we do when we don't just send you come in, we look for the supervisor for you and we start sending them messages. No, those are not the things we do. What we do is we start with research interest clarification. We try to clarify the specific research interest you want, and that's what will determine the kind of people we are looking for you. So number one, though you're just paying us just 11,999 naira, which is less than $10, we are going to look for, start with your research interest clarification, faculty identification, then which is, of course, when we say faculty identification, that is identifying the supervisors in these universities for you. So that 1199 covers three supervisors in one university, and it also covers research fit assessment, contact verification to verify that the email is actually for the supervisor, um, outreach strategy, We'll know how do we reach out to this person. They are not responding. Okay, what do we do? And we do follow up strategy. We follow up. If we've emailed them after 4 weeks or 2 weeks, they have not responded, we email them again. We follow up before we say they are not. Then personalized guidance as well. We do that for you. So you receive a structured supervisor outreach plan. A generic email sent to 50 supervisor is very different from a thoughtful academic outreach, and that's why a lot of professors are not responding to people. A professor may decline, fail to respond, or be unavailable. We cannot guarantee that part of the supervisor's response, but these are the things you get. And then we have the scholarship and funding search. We identify funding opportunity, which this one is completely free of charge. If you're paying for any of our program, we always tell you this one is open, this is what is open, which can be university scholarships, government scholarships, external scholarships, followership, tuition waivers, assistantship opportunities, and other funding routes. We help identify eligibility deadline, funding coverage, the required documents, and application routes. You receive a structured funding opportunity list and strategy, and the difficult part is verifying whether an opportunity is genuine, whether it is relevant, current, and actually suitable for you. So that one, you do it, you don't have to pay us. So long as you pay us to apply for you, we do the scholarship and the funding search for you, which originally was actually 19,999. Now we are adding it for everybody as well that is partaking of the ongoing promo. And then the service 9 is the application management itself, which is where a lot of person comes and they ask so many questions. So what is the application management? For applicants who want structured support through the application process, which is us actually applying for you on your behalf, we help with applications checklist, document tracking, deadline tracking, application requirements, portal guidance, submission sequencing, document review, applications tracking, status tracking, and follow-up reminders. So for just 59,000, you're actually getting us. We are writing the filling the form for you, which some forms are 8 pages, 5 pages, 2 pages. We are writing your statement of purpose for you, statement of research for you. We are changing your CV to an academic CV documentation done for you. We are actually searching for it for you. And what else are we doing? We are tracking the deadline. We have checked the application checklist, and if it's not in line, we do another one for you. We are submitting the application, sequencing it, check the documents, review all your documents, ensure that they are right, they are okay, and then we submit it and track the status and follow up you up with reminders. Those are the things you're getting for just 59,999, for just 63,999, which of course is a current promo now. That's a whole lot of load taken off from you. So it's not just you saying I will apply, I will apply. No, this is a project. You saying I am ready to apply, I'm ready to give it what it takes, I'm going to commit to it till it comes. So the difficulty is the administrative complexity. So navigating schools websites, hey, that's a whole lot. A whole lot. Erasmus and that scholarship, a whole lot. Navigating website complexity, and one missed document or one deadline can matter a whole lot, especially when you're going to Italy. It's so difficult to navigate those websites. So those are the things that we do. We actually do these applications for you. So I'm going to move on to my next slide at the moment.
So we also do
Application review and quality control, which is the final safety net. Before submission, we review for missing documents, inconsistent information, weak responses, unclear statements, formatting issues, incorrect information, unanswered questions, requirements mismatch, and deadline program. You receive a final quality control review. After looking at the same documents for weeks, it becomes easy to stop seeing your own mistakes. I remember the first time I read my own statement of purpose, it sounded so amazing to me. But then I sent it to a professional and he scattered. He said if I was the one, I wouldn't even want to work with you. So putting another person's eye, a second professional review, can identify things that you have become blind to because you and chat right them and it feels so sweet in your ear. Number 11, we do interview preparation. For if you have an interview with the program we prepare you, no, you're not paying extra money. Application review quality, no, you're not paying extra money as well. So the final application pathway when you're coming to work with more research is number one is the profile. We start with the profile. When you come, when you pay us that 51,000, that 59,000, that 69,999. What we do is first of all we look at your profile. Who are you? What do you have to offer? And that's why we send a full blown KYC form for you to fill. A lot of person say the KYC form is too much. Fill them. That's how I go use know you. I don't know you before. So you get the KYC form where you fill everything. Kind I'm going to send you your own KYC form immediately for PhD. I know you're in this course somewhere. I saw you on I. So you fill the KYC form immediately, and that's when we know everything we need to know about you to be able to write for you. And then we start from the KYC, we start matching you, we start looking at the strategy. What should we do for this person? What's the school? Okay, this is what should do. We had somebody who were applying for Japan job, the person didn't get it, and we're like, okay, can we do this for the person? Can we do another thing? Can we add more schools for them and all that? So then funding and CV checking as well for you. So
So one of the things I want.
to answer is why don't you just do it yourself? Because a lot of persons coming on like, oh, if you're not guaranteeing me a scholarship, I can just do it for myself. I swear. Because one of the things I tell people is you won't make me dishonor my God, you won't make me lie, you won't make me do the things that I won't be proud of. These are the job I am doing for you, and it's so much for so little. When you compare us with the only international bodies that do scholarships, they charge in hundreds of dollars. And we check, like I said, we are the only ones doing the heavy lifting. And this is your future, and this is an added value. And with the things that are happening in the country, I will tell you, you can't compare with what we are giving. We are the most affordable. I always say it, most affordable within this, and we're the only ones doing this for now. You understand? So why don't you do it yourself? I always tell you, you can absolutely apply for yourself. I'm telling you the truth. You should. I can't tell you that you cannot. We can't. We can never tell you that you cannot apply without more research. You can. You can go online, type fully funded scholarship on your example, if you're in computer science, fully funded scholarship computer science. If you want in Canada, you can attach fully funded scholarship in Canada or in Finland. You see a whole lot of them. If we do it now, sure, let's do a tester now so that you understand how to do this thing yourself. Because the goal is to ensure that everybody that ought to leave has an opportunity to leave. That's for me, that's my main goal, that's my main purpose. So let's say you get fully funded scholarship. So it's very easy. You just type fully funded scholarship. I'm telling you, you don't have to pay us that money. Fully funded masters in computer science. So if you go this, you would see once you type it now, that's the first thing you do. You see I've typed it from my screen. Just go down, you'll be able to see this. You can use this portfolio. Um, you can use this one or any of these ones that are there. You can use it. So let's just use the first one. This one, it shows you the fully funded master's program in computer science. Very easy. You take your time to go through it. Though this was updated in 2024, so you have to show that it's still open. So this one, you see there's University of Alberta, University of Binghamton, University of British Columbia, and all that. So you can click this And when you click this, I think it should be able to take you somewhere now. So it has, you see, these are the things that it has talked about. There's fully funded, it gives you this, it gives you that. So now with that, you've seen that there is a funding in computer science. So you now go to masters in computer science in British Columbia University of British Columbia. So you do this, I always recommend get enough Columbia. You get enough. So you've gone here, you click here, you go through it, you follow through, you look for the supervisor that is in alignment with what you're doing, you get your documents, you write the statement of purpose, you write the research proposals, you message the professors before they can respond to you. So you look at all these things, you let them know why they should pick you and all that. So these are the international students fee. You see, it's not even that high. And then the admission requirements. So you can do this research for the professors one by one. When you go, check for what the professors are doing, read them, see them, read everything one by one, and then you now check the one that is in alignment with you, and then you apply. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to tell you that you can actually, if you feel, which is very understandable, if you feel that the funds were our fees are a whole lot for what we are giving, which you can do all those things. You fix your CV, you fix the research proposals, you fix the essay, you get the supervisor, you apply, you get your recommendation letter and all that. You can. So what does doing yourself, what does it mean? It means finding the opportunity and verifying the eligibility, comparing the programs and finding funding, developing your documents and building your strategy, because there's strategy, and managing the deadline and checking your own work, preparing for interviews and learning from your own rejection over time. So none of this is impossible, but I want to tell you that it is actually work and a lot of work. And the real question I want to ask you today, if you're on this call, is do you have the time? And when I say time, I'm talking of, yes, time, physical time, and two, time to get another rejection and stay another 1 or 2 years. Do you have the time to consistently failing and redoing again? Do you understand the process? Because applying for a scholarship, applying for a scholarship, it's not the same as applying for an admission. The same documents that will give you an admission will not give you scholarship. And number two, do I know what I don't know? Because there are things you don't know, and do you know what you don't know? And I also want to ask you, can I evaluate my own application objectively? Can I read my own statement of purpose and see where I feel there is repetition? Can I look at what I'm not doing well and all that? Would a professional support save me time and reduce preventable errors? Multiple rejection is traumatizing. It is. It breaks you down completely. It breaks down your self-esteem. It breaks down your morale. It breaks down your identity. A lot of question goes through your mind. Plus the fact that you now feel like there is somebody from the village doing you. It is traumatizing. So, would a professional support save me time and reduce preventable errors? Would I rather spend my time building my career while someone helps me manage the application process? This is the real value proposition that we at No Research were bringing to you. And that's why I always tell you the truth. One of the things I always tell people is that you see me like this, we will tell you the truth. Let it be that somehow, you did not follow the truth or you didn't do it. We now know. Have we been okay? What do we promise? A lot of people come. What do we guarantee that if you don't get these things, you can come and ask for your refunds and ask us to pay back your money? If you don't get these things, what can we promise? What do we promise? What do I, person, promise you? Number one, a defined deliverables and professional review. Number two, a structured research and application support. I promise you that. I guarantee you, you will get that. I guarantee you that you'll get an application support from us. You get a structured research. I guarantee you that I'm going to teach you a lot about research of what you have not paid. I guarantee you that you're going to get more than what you paid for. Every time there have been a mistake, I always replace it with another application free of charge. Once there's a mistake from us or something, our clients here will agree. I think Mr. Lawrence, I saw him somewhere in this call. There was a little something. I will replace it with another application for him. So I'm guaranteeing that you get money for the value for the money that you have paid. We are going to do what we tell you that we are going to do for you. Document preparation and deadline organization. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you strategy, communication. Before I was not guaranteeing you communication, but now because I have success, victory, rejoice, promise, I guarantee you communication and Zoom and quality control. I will be putting my eye there. I guarantee you transparency of what we are doing. If you ask us for the CV, we will send it to you. If you ask us for the statement of purpose we use for you, we will send it to you. Everything we send for you, I completely guarantee you get it. But what I cannot guarantee you is that my father is in the admission committee seat. But I guarantee that if the only thing they need to read to give you that scholarship is a good document, I guarantee that I will ensure that when they read about you, because you're not there to present yourself, you're not there to defend yourself, you're not there to speak for yourself, I guarantee that when they pick your documents and read about you, that they will see a candidate that they would want to admit. I, of course, faculty decisions, immigration, whether you do. I don't do visa. Thank God, I just remember now. I don't do visa. I do admission. I beg, I'm not a study abroad agent or visa. I always add it. We can guide you during the visa process. Thank you for reminding me. Outcomes and all that. So, the more research service leader is number one, the information part. We do not sell, pay us, and we will guarantee you to be admitted. We are not scammers. We are not fraud people. We are building a business of integrity. We are building a company that would outlive me, that would outlive every one of us at More Research. We are building an institution that in future Africans will be proud to be associated with. So it's not just this year goal or next year goal. We are building something sustainable. If IDP have been around for over 50 something years, if Applied Board have been around for over how many years, why is it that the ones in Nigeria are not there? We are building an institution. And because we are building an institution, we are conscious of the promises, of the guarantees we give, so that when we give you our word, when I give you my word, when my team gives you our word, we want you to hold water. We want it to for us to finish and go and sleep. I love sleep and I've not been sleeping lately, but that's because of work. So we don't do it. We sell defined professional work that helps you approach the process more strategically. So what are the levels of our work that we have? These are the five levels when you're coming to work with us. Um, thank you, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you. So, level one, assessment. Level two, preparation. Level four, management. Level five, comprehensiveness. So, before you pay us, yes, we want money. We like your money. But ensure that your profile, give them a little of your profile and ask them, can I go ahead and pay? Let them tell you go ahead, because we try to do a little assessment. Now, if you have a third class, if you have a study gap in our, when we are applying for you, we write a one full page study gap analysis for you and attach it for you. That one you're not paying us, because we need to explain to them why you graduated in 2003 and you want to go for a fully funded master's in 2026. We try to fill that up for you. We are not paying us to do these things. Those are extra things that we're doing for you. Why? Because your success is my success. You see those things I am posting. When I post them, are they happy past the people? because it also tells me that what God have asked me to do is something that I am doing, and it is actually getting results. Hold on, I'm going to flog my son and his friend. Go and tell them that I will come and tell him, especially him and his friends, tell them to go. So those are the things that I want to tell you that you get it. Now, if you have third class, I will tell you get a PGD. Everybody that has third class here that want to go for scholarship, I will tell you give me 6 months to 1 year. If you have third class and you're on this call, give me 6 months to 1 year to hold your hands and change that your third class in order for you to get scholarship. I can't give you scholarship with third class today if you come. But if you come next year, if you work with me next year, agree to do PGD. You can do PGD online. There's this university online that is allowing you to do it. Some of them are completely free of charge. Some of them has scholarship, and some of them you pay partial. I can guide you, and you do a PGD, and you do the things I tell you to do between now and next year. I can apply for you and tell you that you will get a scholarship. But with third class now, I can't give you scholarship for masters. You see the truth? That is the truth. So you can join that program. It's going to start soon. And that one, I'm the one handling it, not my staff. You'll be seeing me every day. We'll be looking at how far this month, what you don't do, what have you done. By the time I'm done with you, the scholarship people will not care about the third class that you have, because I would have refined you. So if your CGPA is very, very low, third class, or a very low second class lower, and you want scholarship, can we do 6 months coaching? That's it. But if your CGPA is a strong 2.221 and above, and you want us to apply for scholarship for you now, we can actually apply for you now. And if you want more training on research, join our training. They are affordable, 19,999, 28,000 and all that. So these things are things that if you really want to go abroad, if you dey price 19,000, you no go pay flight go. Na road wey you go use go the thing. Hey. Na road you wan use go? You wan trek go? Hey. So this is the easiest, cheapest way for you to go. Remember, it's a project that you're doing. You understand? It's a project that you're doing, and I'm here for you to ensure that that dream comes to pass. These are the things I am giving my word to you. These are the things I'm giving my word to you. So the final thing I want to tell you is, will you want me to be involved in the application of the next time you want, or will you want to do it yourself alone? So if you're on this call, let's take attendance and question and answer now. But first, before we take question and answer, let's take attendance. Let's get the attendance, because for the thing that we are giving and all that. So um okay, who is on this call? Success, are you on this call? Okay, can we take the attendance for those that are for CV? The other ones,
I'm sorry.